What's up, everybody? My name is Eric Bland, and I just want to share with you guys real quick what kind of COVID did to me and how I had to make a pivot in the company because obviously the pandemic hit and nobody knew it was coming. I mean, some of us knew it was coming, but it was devastating to think that I could possibly lose everything that I worked my butt off for because the world decided to shut down. And I want to show you guys on here what the schedule looked like before. So I went on vacation. There's a couple dates here that is open. So if you see these open spots, those are my vacation days. So right before I had did a good little slew of work for commercial work, and then we went down, and you can see I came back from vacation, hit a couple places. Now in the wintertime, I do work about 2 to 3 days a week. So it's nice, a little kind of vacation time, but take a look at this, another 2 days off, three days on, and then all of a sudden, you guys, take a look at this. Well, nothing but gray. Look at all that. Look at all that. Scared the heebie-jeebies out of me. Now you're talking, did you just hear that? That was a bird that that's how clean my windows are. That's a bird that just hit my flipping door wall. That was pretty cool. We'll keep it in the video. Scared the shit out of me, but then as you're looking, it starts getting better and better and better, and then it starts, we start cranking it out. So one of the reasons I wanted to share that with you is because those first couple weeks scared me to death because I thought I was going to lose everything that I worked for. Now, again, I lived out of a pickup truck on the side of the road on I-75 6.5 years ago, and I'm going to tell you guys, that was not fun. Okay, I know what it is to be at the very bottom of the bottom. I get it. I was there. Those 28 days, I hustled my tail off. The first 3 days, I felt sorry for myself, okay? And pulled the, woe is me, and the world owes me everything, right? And then I realized, and I stopped complaining because nobody cared, okay? Nobody cared I lived on the side of the truck stop. Guess whose fault that was? That was mine, okay? I got let go from a job. I had quit a job doing jewelry sales. I quit management and went into selling used auto parts, which was, it was awesome, I thought, because if the left one was broken, you might as well sell the right. But after that, they gave me my last paycheck, said, hey, listen, you're just a little too hardcore salesperson for us. We need somebody that's not going to be like that. So, well, I can do that. And they're like, we're done. And I'm like, okay. So went back home. You guys know the story. She found out that this young lady that I was dating at the time didn't love me anymore. She found another guy. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's devastating. I have nowhere to go. My brother lives in Indiana at the time. So I say all that to say it brought so many memories back of living out of that truck stop for those 28 days. And I was devastated. I didn't know what I was going to do because here's what happened. A few years ago, I went to commercial work. And when I went to commercial work, I thought to myself, hey, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to do commercial work. It pays quick, it pays fast, and they're always going to have a payment because they're commercial work, right? So that was good. About 3.5 years ago, I made that turn. It was about 85% commercial work, and the 15% was home and residentials and things like that. And the pandemic hit, right? It was like out of nowhere, right? So when we were in Florida, I was getting nervous down there because, you would hear about it, and we're visiting all the, Universal Studios and Busch Gardens, so we're around all these people, thousands and thousands of people, and I thought, man, we're going to get sick. Well, lo and behold, I came home, and I was sick for a month. I couldn't breathe. I had pneumonia. They believed I had COVID. I didn't get tested. At that time, it was really hard to find a test. My doctor did say that I can go ahead and get a test to see if I had it. So I'll be taking that test, but I was sicker than a dog. So it's probably good that the place was, we were shut down for all that time, but it was so scary, because my workers, they weren't coming back to work. It is even hard to still have them come back because they're getting paid from unemployment, and they would rather collect $700-800 out there doing nothing and rather than come to work. So now I tell them, hey, listen, you got to come to work. I'm offering you a job, or I'll call unemployment and let them figure it out, But it is only a couple more weeks before that, but they're talking about maybe possibly, it's ramping up really good. We're doing a lot more testing and everything now, so the numbers are a little bit higher, I'm sure. But one thing I want to say to you guys is you have to make a pivot in your business. I had to, at least. If you guys are frustrated, don't know, nobody's calling, nobody's doing anything, there's customers out there that want to clean their house. I mean, they've been in their house for 2 months looking out the dirty old windows and they want it done. We are having the best, I will say we've had the best 3 months, this last 3 months, than we ever had. So the pandemic month, that was just horrible. You got March, April was a shit show, excuse my language. Then you got what is it? February, March. You got April, and then you got May, June, and July. These 3 months, we're always, I mean, for those first 2 months, we are way above average, which was awesome, right? This month, we're already above average from where we were previous years. So I am like saying we're very blessed on that aspect. But I say that to say I had to make a pivot. I could have just stayed in the commercial stuff and waited till just about maybe half a month ago, where these people started calling us back, all these restaurants, and said, hey, that's it. But now we're taking so many customers residential wise, it is absolutely insane. I'm not complaining, I'm just explaining, right? I am pumped up. I'm excited that we're having all this, these customers come in. It has a lot to do with advertising. You got to advertise like none other, which costs advertisement dollars. So you do have to have some savings to be able to do that. Signs are very expensive, but do it. Shirts for my employees, do it. It's expensive, but you still have to do it. All these things that's going to make your business kind of turn around and make a paradigm shift, if you will. So I just wanted to say to you guys, you're not the only one that was scared to death. You're not the only one that doesn't know what's going to happen. They're talking about wearing masks now everywhere as you go. It's like I'm not saying not to. I'm not saying do it. I'm just. It's baffling. It's baffling. And so comment below and let me know what you guys think of this pandemic. As a small business owner right now, it's not a good time to start a business. As a coach, I would say, this is a great time to start a business because there's a lot of people, needing work done. But in the reality of it, it's not. It's really not a good time to be a business owner, especially a small business owner. You don't know if you're going to be turning the next corner the next month and not know if the work's going to be there. But you do have to make a paradigm shift. You got to make that pivot in your business, no matter what it is. Maybe, I know a guy that was a carpet cleaner. That's all he was doing. He was making a ton of money just doing carpet cleaning. He had to make the switch to mowing grass again. And he started mowing grass. And that's what he's doing more grass cutting now than he ever did in the previous years that he's done it before. But he got the rig, he's got all this, equipment now, and he's doing fantastic. And he still does carpet cleaning, but it's slowly coming back in because nobody wanted you in the house, right? So I say that to you guys as a coach. I coach a ton of people every single month. I talk to them, I educate them, get them excited about their goals and ambitions and where they want to go and where they're going to, how they're going to reach it. You can have a goal in mind or an ambition to do something, but you have to have, your set designation and you have to have a roadmap to get there. So one of the things I would say to you guys is stay focused on what your goals are. And if you have to make a corner here from this, you have to get off the roadmap just for a minute and go over this way a little bit, and hey, you got to make that pivot, no problem, and then get back on your road to success. And whatever that success is to you, whether it's time with family or having a little comfort nest egg in the bank, maybe it's 15, 30, 40, 80, 100 grand, I don't know, whatever your numbers are. Maybe you just want to have enough gas money in your gas tank to get you from A to B, not worry about a gallon of milk. I remember a time taking my son to Kroger's. It's a grocery store. I don't know if you guys have those wherever you guys are at, but I remember a time thinking to myself, what treat could I have? I could have milk for cereal, or I could have graham crackers. Milk or graham crackers, you guys. I understand where a lot of you might be right now. Don't think I've forgotten about where I came from, for sure. You see a highlight reel now. I'm buying Harleys and Vets and stuff like that, and that's fun. That's exciting. but I worked my butt off for that. 7 days a week, overnight success over in 6.5 years. That's how long it takes, you know. But you have to be dedicated. You have to be a little crazy, right? You have to be so motivated because you're not clocking in. Nobody cares if you clock in or not. They seriously don't. They do not care. You have your own business, fantastic. Nobody's gonna come to you and say, hey, why aren't you clocked in? Why did you take a 35-minute break instead of a 30-minute break? Nobody cares because you own your own business. You have to do that. So yeah, do I say you have to be a little crazy? Yeah, a little bit, because you're gonna be doing it in the rain. You're gonna be pounding on doors talking about, hi, I do window cleaning, gutter cleaning, power washing, and dryer vent cleaning. Oh, okay, we don't need it. Okay, fantastic. And then they would try to shut the door, right? I'm like, do you know anybody that would need it? Do you have a phone? They're like, yeah, I have a phone. I'm like, perfect. Can you send me 2 contacts in there that might need one of our services? That is the craziness that I would do. I would stand in line, McDonald's, any fast food place. I would fake stand in line at Walmart's and Myers and stand in line and just hand cards out, just talking to people. When I say fake stand in line, I'm like, oh, I forgot something. So I ran back over in the back, and I seen that line kind of go forward, and those people had left. I jump back in line, start handing cards out again. But these are the things that you have to do. A lot of people are like, oh, here we go. Let's hear what he has to say. Those are the things you don't get to see. I mean, I threw 115 signs, or 122 signs yesterday. Yesterday. And put them all over the place. You know, it was a Saturday. Who cares? You know, that's supposed to be a relaxing day. Nah, not really. You know what I mean? Sunday, today, I worked. I did a bunch of scheduling. So I say all this stuff to you guys to stay motivated, hang in there. Don't take no for an answer. Don't take the paradigm of the COVID-19 shutting you down. Don't let that be the excuse of why you gave up. I love you guys. Until next time. See you guys.